First things first, the last video, you guys seemed to like it, but I had two people comment saying that my volume was too low. So I raised the mic volume and I'm also talking a little louder. But if there's still problems, just let me know and I'll try to fix it. I just wanted to go over this concept real quick. If it helps you, let me know. If not, we'll try to figure out what you may or may not be doing correctly with it, because I've yet to have anyone tell me that this doesn't help them at all. Basically, what you do is while you're landing with someone, you keep a point, like you keep points for them. So like, let's say, you're landing into someone and then all of a sudden they take a terrible trade. Like, I mean, like, just, you can't defend the way they took the trade, right? You deduct points. If they're just not playing their champion properly, or the matchup in specific, right? They're not playing that properly, you deduct points. If they're doing things correctly, if it's like bare minimum, like, okay, this is like whatever, then you keep their points the same. If they're doing something that's like just obviously better than what your, what your initial rating of that person was, then you give them points. But the main thing I see that people, because a lot of people do this already, they do this subconsciously, whether they're realizing it or not. But the thing they fail to do usually is when that person, like if they kill that laner, or if they force that person to recall, they don't reset their points. And you reset their points because it's not normal for someone to be put in a position where they're either killed in lane or they're forced to recall and then come back to lane and then do the same thing over and over again. Because obviously it didn't work the first time. Now you do have cases where this is this is just how that person plays. But when they come back, if they're making those same mistakes, then all this means is you need to deduct even more points and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So you kill them again, you reset their points again. If they're still doing the same thing over and over again and it's still getting them killed, just keep deducting more and more points. And all this does for you is it makes sure that you don't randomly get solo. Like, I've seen so many people who are like up 2-0, up 5-0, all of a sudden they get solo killed by the person they've been beating the whole game. And it's not usually because like, oh, like their champion hit this level or they got this power spike in their items and now all of a sudden I can't fight. It's normally not that. It's usually because they were playing under the assumption that they were going to keep making the same mistakes instead of letting them make the mistake again before just assuming they would do it. And then they start taking trades wrong, and then they end up just like, they just end up losing the lane for no reason, or like rather they just end up like throwing their lead. There's a better way to say it. They're probably still not losing, but they just randomly throw their lead for absolutely zero reason. And I would like to at least try to prevent you guys from making that same mistake, because I see it all the time. But I mean, it's that simple. That's really all I have. If it helps you, let me know, whatever it may be. If it doesn't help you, I'm sure you'll tell me exactly why it didn't help you. But that's all I have. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.